Hey kids, in part 1 of the video I was using a program called Screencastify. It's an extension for Google Chrome. I ran out of time with it, so this is part 2. Again, we were trying to find the missing length of a triangle. So in this case, we wrote our formula down, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We substituted our values in, and because we had the lengths, we added them together. Got 52. We square root it. Now over here for number 8, we had determined that we had c, or your hypotenuse. That should be a parenthesis there. So that's c, that's your hypotenuse. So 31 squared. Again, the little corner box helps us find it. Forms like a little arrow. And so now we're going to work that out. 24 squared, I think we said that was 576. Plus b squared equals 31 squared would be 961. And in this situation, I'm going to solve it like an equation. I'm trying to solve for b, so I've got to get rid of this 576. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. Got rid of that, and I just have b squared equals, and subtract those two, I'll get 385. And now I have to square root 385 to get my answer. Again, I hit that button right there. It's 19.6. Okay. Let's scroll down to number, I guess this will be 9. It doesn't say it. I think I attempted to make that happen. So we're going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is 12. Remember, this little arrow can make an arrow to point to c. So 12 squared plus b squared equals 13 squared. 12 squared is 144. Plus, we don't know what b is. And that equals 169. Again, we're solving for b, so we subtract the 144 from both sides. On this side, I'm left with b squared, and on that side, I'm left with 25. So now I have the little tiny 2. I have to, b is going to equal the square root of 25. So again, 25, you'll hit the little square root sign. We'll get 5. To save you some trouble, the SOL loves to ask the 5, 12, 13 type of triangles. Okay? So up here, to find the missing hypotenuse, you subtract b squared from c squared, then square root your answer. Like what we're doing over here, we're subtracting, or a squared, you could say or a squared, whichever, and then you're square rooting your answer. So let's look at this problem here. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Here's our little arrow, send it, that little box thing points to our c. So 21 is our c squared. 14 squared plus whatever b squared is equals 21 squared. 14 squared gives me 196 plus whatever b squared is. And 21 squared, put 21 in my calculator, 441. Now I've got to subtract the 196 from the 441. Left with b squared on this side, and 245 on that side. So now I take that little 2, means I've got to square root the 245. I do that by hitting this button. I get 15.65. I'm going to round that to 15.7. So 15.7 is the correct answer for that. All right, kiddos, go ahead and do some R1, R2, R3, I believe, and IXL. I think that's what it is, under 8th grade. Or take the diagnostic. If you feel like you need practice, do that. Or if you feel like you're going to rock it, Cubbage/Gershon, right triangles, okay? The quiz, it says Cubbage/Gershon, right triangles, and power tests. All right, kiddos, live it up.